Hello, everyone. Today, I want to talk to you all about how I was sentenced to nearly a decade of imprisonment by the United States government. I noticed that an SUV that had previously passed me like twice before was behind me now with red and blue lights flashing. They jumped out with FBI vests and guns pointed, telling me that I was under arrest. They handcuffed me in a matter of seconds, and I was freaked out because at this time, I didn't have bodyguards with me. Went over reading me my rights and letting me know that it was a white collar crime that I was being charged with, and that more details will be made available to me at arraignment, which was supposed to happen before 2:30 that day. However, once we left the home that morning, it was probably 9 o'clock, and I sat inside a room that was freezing cold at a federal building downtown Houston for maybe like 4 hours before anybody came and talked to me about anything. So by the time that they got to talking to me and asking me questions and telling me how I needed to just tell the truth, cooperate with them so that I can go home to my children, it was past 2:30. My family showed major support for me. They were ready to post my bond at that time. Um, my bond was posted by my family at the bond hearing, and I was allowed to go home. So I now realized that I was in some major trouble. Seeing all the paperwork presented before me, it basically stated that the United States government was against me over and over and over. So, my now ex had a private consulting firm based out of Houston, Texas, whereas he consulted with families of inmates as well as inmates who were incarcerated on ways to get a sentence reduction. So most of this work was done or going to be done by ways of a motion, which is called a Rule 35B. So a Rule 35B is a motion that your attorney or the United States government can file on your behalf to reduce your sentence for cooperation in other crimes being committed presently, or crimes that have already been committed that you may have information that could help them solve those crimes. Way I got involved in private services was because he had asked me to answer some phone calls for him, take some messages, and then it went from answering phone calls and taking messages to I really need to go out and meet with these people. And I would meet with people, and they would write checks for tens of thousands of dollars. The government years before had told me that my now ex had cooperated with them under Rule 5K1.